Hey everyone, this is Derek here. Welcome to a very special video, the official DerekG face reveal, as well as that 100,000 subscriber special question and answer video. So I'm going to call this part 1 because I'm definitely going to have to make a part 2 to get to all your guys' questions. I certainly appreciate everybody who submitted a question for me to answer, and it's almost 1 a.m. here when I'm recording this. So by the time I edit it and post it tonight in order to get it up, it's going to be pretty late, so I figure why not go for maybe 15-20 minutes. I also want to show you guys the new streaming setup. That's right, I've upgraded almost everything to make the streams even smoother and just more awesome in the future. So I'm very excited to share this with you guys, and I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. I know why you clicked onto the video, so let's go ahead and go right into that main screen. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, boom. So here I am. This is DerekG, my official face. Hopefully it's my face, otherwise I don't know who's talking right now. But this is the new stream setup. So I'm using OBS. Now, I was using Elgato Game Capture HD, which just doesn't have the same level of customizability, but I also didn't have the time to set this up correctly, so that's why it's taken a while. So let's work our way around this interface, and there's a good chance I'm going to update this as we go through the streams and figure out what works, what doesn't work. If you guys have any suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments down below, but we have so much going on here to be excited about. So first, obviously my stream is, or my face is in the bottom left of the screen right now, and you can see underneath that donor of the day and donor of the month, very much like we did in the other streams. And then on top we have game sound and we have PUBG Mobile. So this is from my phone. Let's also just get to the elephant in the room, the other camera that's on the right hand side of your screen. That is a hand cam, that's what people are calling it. So basically it's a top-down view. So this camera is on my monitor. I can say hello, and that gives you guys my face. We have a green screen behind me. Maybe I'll show that in a room tour or something, but basically it's a green screen that's lit up by a bunch of lights, and as a result I can be floating in the screen, and there you go, looks cool. And this other camera is actually all the way up here, so it's above me right now. Hello, other camera. It is mounted over my setup, and that way you can see what I'm doing. So when I'm playing, you guys can see how I'm actually manipulating the controls on the phone or the iPad or whatever I'm playing on. And then you can also see the setup. So first up, we've got the mechanical keyboard here. This is the clicky keyboard that you guys love because it makes a lot of noise. So I don't want to type anything too crazy because I don't know what it's going to change or what it's going to manipulate on the screen right now. But basically this is a mechanical keyboard that's super loud and super clicky. You will hear me typing it on stream all the time, and yeah, there it is. So we also have the audio mixer over here. I'm not using it right now just because I don't have headphones in, but usually when I'm streaming I'm going to be using just like these cheap Apple earbud things, because I can hear other sounds around me. If I'm playing, I'm going to be using more like noise isolating headphones. That way I don't hear outside stuff and I can focus on the game sounds. I can turn it up a little more. So this is how I can adjust also like the gain and all that on the audio side of things. So this is the audio mixer. We have a mouse and a keyboard, or a mouse and a mouse pad, nothing too special there. Now we have the phone. This is not my new phone, so this is the phone that we're just using to test stream right now, and it has a we have a new fan mount. So the whole purpose of this is to keep the phone cold, or not cold, but just not as hot as it normally gets, and that's what this is about. And this one actually adjusts, so it isn't super loud. So as you can hear, if we turn it on right now and we have it turned up all the way, it's going to be really loud, and I know that. So if I put it down here there to play with it, when I'm like playing the game, I can actually turn it down and it's not as bad. So there you go. Once it gets colder outside, just open a window, won't have to worry about that. So phone, here is the Elgato Game Capture. So this is how we're actually capturing what I am broadcasting to you guys. So I'm using OBS on the PC side, but in order to get the signal from the phone into the computer, that's what this little box does. It's an HD60S Elgato. I am not sponsored by them. I bought everything myself with my own money. But I would like to be sponsored by them, so if anybody from Elgato is watching, I certainly appreciate your products. They make streaming a lot easier, and sponsor me. We also have a microphone. This is Samsung G-Track Pro microphone, and it's good because it picks up sound better than the old one. So we've got a new microphone, and then over here we have a Stream Deck. So what this is a macro pad, and I bought all this stuff because I want the streams to be the highest quality they can be. And I know it's a bit of money to spend on it, but I'm hoping that this affords me opportunities to cast things for PUBG Mobile, cast tournaments, do some streams with you guys, and have some fun. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the upgrade in quality. And yeah, you know, like I said, I think you guys are worth it for sure. So that's why I bought a couple new things to make the stream hopefully better. So this is the main screen. Like I was saying, donor of the day, my face above that, DerekG Gaming in the bottom, just so you know what channel you're watching. And then, of course, the hand cam that is over here up there. So there you go. This is the main interface. Now, what if we want to do a custom room, though? So a lot of people are wondering, how can I hide the password on a custom room? So let's go ahead, we'll go and create a room right now, and I'll show you guys how to do this. And this is why we're already at 6 minutes and I haven't even gotten a question yet. So I'm gonna get to some questions in this one, and then we'll do a part 2 and a part 3 and go on from there. Also, why is my face a little red? I had fun in the sun last weekend. It was very sunny. I was at a sporting event and I forgot my sunscreen, so that is why. It'll be a tan in a few days and that'll probably look good, but right now it's rather red. So let's go ahead and I will switch, actually not to that yet. Let's switch instead to AFK. So this is one of the AFK screens in case, you know, I have to leave the stream for a couple minutes, maybe I get a delivery, you have to go to a bathroom or something like that. So that's what this is for. I'm actually going to use it just to type the password in right now to the custom room, and as soon as I type it in and create the room, I can actually go here. So this is the main page. Obviously you can see the password right now, but what I would do instead is I would actually just go to the hide password screen, which puts this little DerekG logo up there covering the password. So for you guys, what it would look like is I would actually go to AFK1 or whatever I want to call this, and then I type in the password. Let's say I make the room, so let's go ahead and just make another room real quick with a different password just to show you how this works. We'll go ahead and just type in some W's for the password, create the room, and then what I would do is I would go to hide password. Boom. Just like that. You don't need a Stream Deck to do this. It just makes it a little easier for me, which makes streaming more fun, and hopefully makes me want to do it more. So you can see now that the password is covered up. That gives the people who are DerekG family members or super chatters access to the room first, and then once we want to reveal it for everybody, we just hit main and boom, it fades away, and you can see the password is indeed 3 W's. So hopefully that makes sense. That is a fun way to just interact with you guys and make the stream a lot smoother. You can see here in the hand cam what I'm doing here is I'm just pushing the second button that hides the password, push the first one, and it reveals it. So what if we just want to watch the game? What if you don't want to see these cameras? You just want to watch the game, see what's going on there, enjoy that crazy commentary that's coming. Just hit that button. And as you can see now, the cameras are gone. I put that little PUBG Mobile, whatever you call that little icon in the bottom right, and then donor of the day, we just used that, filled up that space a little bit more, and I'll update that through the stream. So there you go. That is if we just want to watch the game, let's say, and what if we want to mute the game sound? We can also do that. So if you just want to listen to my voice, or if we want to put some background music on maybe and you don't want to listen to the game sound, just let me know and we can certainly do that too. So just a lot of flexibility, something that I didn't have before with Game Capture HD. So very excited about all this and showing you guys how it all works. I also have another camera that is just me. So hello, this is me, even larger. There you go. So that works pretty well. So you can see here this chair is very light colored. I don't know, I'll probably replace it eventually, but it's pretty comfortable, so why not? And then we've got the background there, just the PUBG Mobile background and the logo. What if you just want to see the hand cam? I don't think I'm going to be using this view too much, but if we want to, we can go there and you can see here the hand cam. So you know, imagine that I am playing the game right now. There's going to be some glare on the lights, obviously, just because the lights are up here. But you can see what I'm doing at least on the screen. You know, if you want to watch me play Claw, I can play Claw. If you want to watch me play with triggers, I can do that. So no big deal. And again, you know, this might be useful for just showing something if we, you know, change up something with the setup, or if you want more details on what the Stream Deck is or what this is. I forgot to mention this little magic adapter here. Basically what this does is this is how the phone stays charged. So you have a cable off here that is plugged into the wall outlet, just a normal phone charger, and then it's USB-C into this little box here, and this charges the phone while it also allows the phone to output to the Elgato game capture. So that's what that is, and this is the keyboard view. So if you want to watch me type on the keyboard, like I said, you know, I can type on the keyboard and we can have fun with that. So next up, what do we want to do? Let's go to the monitor screen. Why not? This is the one that I was teasing before, and you can see I moved my face over to the right hand side of the screen now. If you want it bigger or smaller, just let me know. And like I said, I can definitely change things up in the future, but for now, let's get to some questions. So you can see here, this is one of my monitors over here, and I can actually share this with you guys. So if you want to check out, for example, in DerekG, we have a VIP lounge. We have special giveaways that we might be doing, early access. All of that is through becoming a member of the DerekG family or through super chatting. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely just check it out on the next stream, and you can get into those custom games, because usually we have over 1,000 people trying to get into a 100-person room, and that is very difficult. We are answering the first question at 11 minutes into this video. Not too bad. So let's go ahead and go back to where we were before, which would be accepted apps. Yeah, there we go. So these are the questions you guys left for me, and I'm not going to be reading everybody's name. I'll try to, though. So we have Spreezy first, who said, and I'll just get into these. We'll do maybe, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or so of questions, and like I said, we'll do a part 2. So do not worry, a part 2 is coming, and we'll have fun with that for sure. So let's see. Spreezy says, how do you think the game will shape in the upcoming few months? Will they be able to satisfy the needs of the players, less lag, less hackers, etc., etc.? By the way, love you, man. Thank you so much for the question. How do you think the game will shape in the upcoming few months? Well, I think the biggest change, I mean, obviously we have Sonic. I think the biggest change is that they're going to have to do a better job of banning cheaters or hackers in the game. And I think that 0.8.0 was a great first step for this, but I think there are people who are still using aimbots, wall hacks. It's a lot better. So I think that that's really what's going to have to continue to evolve in order for the game to be esport ready for sure, because we want to see those tournaments. That's what, you know, big prize pools, sponsors, lots of excitement, filling up arenas, you know, eventually, who knows, but that's what we want to see the game get to. And we have, what is it, like 20 million daily active users or whatever. That's like insane. So that's a lot of people playing the game, so we need to capitalize on that, and one of the ways we can do that is by making sure it's an even playing field for everybody. So I think that's going to be one of the most important things. The winter map is going to be a lot of fun. The snow map is going to be a lot of fun to watch. So that's another thing we're definitely going to have to check out, see how that goes. But I think those are the biggest changes. I don't really know. I mean, you can look to the Chinese update. Honestly, I'm probably going to take way too long answering these questions, but like I said, we'll just do a few, and then we'll do like a part 2 and maybe a part 3 if you guys enjoy it. If you're not subscribed already, I should have said this way earlier in the video, but basically, if you're not subscribed already, I do PUBG mobile videos. My name's DerekG, and yeah, check me out. So what else were you asking? Satisfy needs of players, less lag. Lag is usually device dependent or depending on the server you play on. Will they add more servers eventually? Maybe. But I haven't experienced lag too much in the game. Less hackers, like I said, very important. Upcoming few months. What else is in the Chinese version right now? We have the night mode. So night mode is going to be coming. Dynamic weather is going to be coming on Sonic with the rain and the storms. Like I said, a new map, new vehicles, new weapons, the barrel M762, stuff like that. So lots of stuff to look forward to for sure, though. And if you want an idea of where we're going, definitely just check out the Chinese version or watch videos on it. And that's the best way to know where the game's going in the next couple months. How'd you come up with the idea of being a YouTuber? So this is Hackcode007. Did somebody inspire you? I mean, I used to make, for those of you who have watched my channel, I've left up all the old videos. I used to make tech unboxing videos. They didn't go anywhere. One of them, actually, a phone review. While I was in college, I did a phone review, a phone case review, actually, for the Note 2, Samsung Note 2. Now, you know, like, we're up to the Note 9. Well, this was 7 years ago, and that video got like 40,000 views, and I was so excited about that because every other video only got like 10 or 20, and it was, or maybe 30, and I was just like, man, this is so discouraging. You're putting so much time into this, and nothing is happening. So How'd you come up with the idea of being a YouTuber? Honestly, what happened is I've been making videos for a while. I played PUBG Mobile. Actually, my brother played PUBG Mobile, or played PUBG PC rather, 2 winters ago when it was early access on Steam, and I watched it and I watched him play it and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I think I had like the week off too or whatever, so I bought the game. I think it was $30 on Steam, and we played a bit together. And the PC version, for those of you who don't know, is a lot more difficult to win. There are no bots, and the players just tend to be really good. So I don't know, we did win a game eventually, but it took a ton of games and a lot of just dying super early. But we had a lot of fun, and then it kind of just, you know, he went back to school, I went back to school, so we didn't have time to play. And then that next summer, I met some cool people. We played like, I don't know, I put up maybe 100 hours into the game or something, and then I kind of stopped playing it. And then when I heard that PUBG Mobile was being introduced to iOS, it was iOS at the time, I made a video about it just saying, hey, look, PUBG Mobile's here. And I remember going to bed hoping that I'd wake up and it would be at 5,000 views or whatever, you know, or 1,000 views, because that was like crazy for me at the time. And then I woke up and it was at like 10 or 15. And I was like, well, that was a fail. So I made a couple more videos, and the ones that started getting traction were the ones where people were having issues with the game crashing. So I made a video saying, I think it was like 7 ways to fix crashes in PUBG Mobile or whatever. And that until the next update 0.4.0 that fixed those issues, people very consistently searched that video. Like every day it got, I don't know what it was, 4,000 views or something. And that's how I started getting subscribers. And then I just kept making videos and dropping loot ones, and some of them worked, some of them didn't. Some of them I kind of regret making, some of them I'm really glad I made. So, you know, that's how it started, honestly. I think I had an advantage because I was one of the first people making videos for PUBG Mobile, so there wasn't that much competition. A lot of the people who are making videos now and are big, like Izzo, Enrique, I don't even think they made a first video yet. I watched Ray, actually. Shout out to Ray Lagarto. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. He had like 7,000 subs at the time from PUBG Mobile when I started making videos, and I was like, man, this is so cool. I wish one day I could get to that. Maybe I'll get to 1,000 subscribers. And then of course now we're doing the 100K special, which is crazy. But yeah, Ray Lagarto was definitely one of the inspirations too. I was like, wow, this guy's making videos and people are wanting to watch him. I should consider doing that. So thank you for the question. How'd you get into YouTube? Any tips on starting a YouTube channel? And if these are like super similar, then I'll just probably, you know, I don't want to keep answering the same question. So how'd you get into YouTube? Like I said, started making tech review videos many years ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago now. I just put them up on YouTube for fun. Most of them didn't go anywhere. A couple got a few thousand views. I was super excited about that, but I didn't really have the time to spend making the videos, so I kind of just made a video every couple months or whatever, like when I felt like it. But it wasn't really monetized. They were monetized actually back when the partner program was very different. There was no requirement for hours watched and stuff. I think I made like $100 or something, and I got a check from Google AdSense in the mail. And being in college and not having a job at the time, it was super exciting to get a check for $100. So I started making more videos then, and they didn't really go anywhere. So that's what happened. And then PUBG Mobile came out. Any tips on starting a YouTube channel? Definitely do. Definitely just be yourself. Don't be somebody you're not just because you want to get the views. I know some people go super clickbaity on videos and stuff. And there was a time when those got a lot of views. Now the thumbnails and stuff don't seem to matter as much anymore. But I'd say just be yourself, be passionate about it, and don't do it for the money. Because what most people don't realize is how many hundreds of hours people like me have put into this. Like, I'm fortunate that I was in a position in life where I could spend a couple hundred hours or more than that, 1,000 hours, I don't even know now, on YouTube. But I mean, every day I usually 4, 5, 6 hours a day on YouTube. So again, do it because you're passionate about something. Find something that you enjoy making content about, and it's a lot easier to and meet cool people too. I mean, one of the reasons that I'm making content right now is because I met people like Mr. Delightful. I met people like Sambro, Medracito. So like a bunch of people like that were there super early in the process. And that definitely helped me out too, because otherwise I think I would have become very discouraged and just kind of given it up. So definitely surround yourself with people who are genuine people who are also interested in doing that sort of thing, and that's probably one of the easier ways. And try to carve out a niche too. Any tips on starting a YouTube channel? Just because it's so saturated. Like if you get into PUBG Mobile videos right now, unless you're doing something that's really unique, like say you're a really skilled player, or you're doing something like loot locations where you're showing us how to loot shelter in 45 seconds, like Wacky Jackie does. If you do something like that, that's pretty unique. Otherwise, I'd say, just find a niche that other people haven't explored and isn't super saturated. Like if I got into Fortnite content right now, I'd probably go nowhere, because even though some of you want me to do that, I'm considering Fortnite Mobile, the reality is that it probably wouldn't get the channel anywhere, because all you guys are subscribed for PUBG Mobile. There are so many people already making Fortnite Mobile content with hundreds of thousands of subs, and it's going to be very hard to break into that market. So hopefully that makes sense. What's the hardest obstacle when making content on YouTube? Making unique content on YouTube, because it's really easy to watch somebody else and then say like, oh, I have to make the same video as that. So like say Mr. Ghost, for example, made a video a couple days ago about how to find the flare gun, and it did really well. Like it got like 100,000 views in a day. Or I made the video about a week or two ago now, where I said, do bots have unlimited ammo? And that ended up getting 500,000 views in a few days. Those videos are few and far between, and just because somebody else's video did well doesn't mean that your video is going to do well. Like if I made a video, that's not a good example because everybody's making flare gun videos right now, but let's say somebody else made a video, do bots have unlimited ammo? Who knows how it's going to get ranked, and it probably wouldn't do as well. Like, and that's not, if Powerbank made it, I'm sure it would still get a lot of views because he has a lot of subs. But just because somebody makes a video on something, that making unique content is definitely one of the harder things to do. And a lot of that is just kind of going off on your own and doing your own thing and not worrying about what other people do. There's going to be some overlap because we're covering the same game, especially around update time. Everybody wants to cover Sonot, cover drop locations and all that flare gun stuff. So, yeah, hopefully that kind of answered it. Please enter a question here. Okay. Congratulations, Queen Slag. Okay. I'm giving you a shout out at least. I don't know what your question is, but okay. Will you ever start streaming on Twitch? Yes, I will. I'll be using Restream.io, so I'll be streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch. So don't worry, YouTube's not going anywhere. Obviously, this is where I have everybody, my fan base, viewer base is on YouTube, and I know that. So don't worry. I'm just gonna add Twitch. So like Seven Worlds does. So Seven Worlds Gaming, I'll show you guys real quick. He has, you can see master sponsors. That would be Dominic for sure. Thank you. And there are a few of you guys, honestly. I don't want to shout out anybody by name. Zilla, and there are a few others too. But basically, see Twitch subscribers. So he has, my face is almost in the way here. Sorry about that. But you can see, well, wait, that other way, there. You can see he's got Twitch subscribers. So he streams on Twitch. And then he also streams on YouTube. So you can see here are some YouTube sponsors. So yeah, I'll be doing Twitch too. Wow, that was loud. I'll be doing Twitch too, but don't worry. It's going to be a combination of Twitch and YouTube. It's not going to look any different on YouTube. So don't worry about that. What else do we have? Let's see. I have to actually go up, scroll back up. Look at all those questions, guys. We'll get to these. I'm going to go for maybe at most half an hour now. And then, like I said, we'll do a part 2 maybe tomorrow if the video does well. Otherwise, I'll do a part 2 at some point. Why is PUBG Mobile so popular? No clue. I mean, it's a good game. That's why. I think it's a good game. I think it runs on a pretty decent range of phones. So other games like Fortnite Mobile will only run on a few phones. You need like 3 gigs of RAM. It's very limiting. And PUBG Mobile tends to run on more devices. I think that they have some unique features like arcade mode, quick match. I mean, say you're in the bathroom at work, you can play quick match arcade, play a game quick before anybody realizes you're gone. Or if you're on your lunch break and you just want to do a quick match, you can do that. Or if you want to practice sniper training, you can do that in sniper training. Or war mode's super unique. So I think they're adding, like, they have PUBG Mobile from the PC, which they ported over very well. And then they've added to it. So that's why I think PUBG Mobile is doing even better than PUBG for the PC and other versions of PUBG, just because I think those additions are working really well. I like the arcade mode. I like first person. Hopefully was going to say, let's switch back to main for a second. Here, hopefully we will be able to go into first-person perspective and click on arcade mode. You can see I'm tapping on it right now vigorously. It's not working. So unfortunately, arcade mode is locked in first person, but hopefully they will add that eventually. So, because I think that would be a lot of fun. So where else are we? Also, because it's really popular in India. So thank you to everybody. Almost 55% to 60% of my views are from India. So thank you. Shout out to India. Namaste. And again, thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me, for sure. So that's also another reason that's really big. How many PUBG Mobile YouTubers do you know? Most of the big ones. Just because there aren't that many of us and it's a pretty small community. So obviously I know Izzo, DerekG, Ray Lagarto. I don't want to mess up and like forget anybody, so I'm just gonna stick with the big people. But I know Rolex, although I haven't met him yet. I know Powerbang, of course, Seven Worlds Gaming. Most of the big ones, just because we kind of try to coordinate our streams around each other, so we're not streaming at the same time and things like that. So, yeah, Bushka, the Bushka who I was watching earlier today. That commentary was hilarious on the that free for all for the phone, which is awesome. Which I'll be doing on Saturday. So definitely Saturday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. I know that's not great for India. It's super early in the morning. If you're super dedicated and want to stay up to watch it, thank you. More power to you. I will be announcing it again when we get closer to the event. But that's the reason that I upgraded the setup, because obviously we need it to look professional so that I can hopefully get more things like this, because I'm super excited about streaming on the official PUBG Mobile channel for PUBG Mobile in an official capacity and having fun with that. So what else? So most of them. Will you create a lights out for yourself, if you know what I mean? A clan, right? Yeah, or a professional team. Maybe eventually, not sure. How can we apply for it? There will be tryouts, I'd imagine. But right now I am working with Ruthless Killers for the Star Tournament or the Star Challenge. So RK is the team that I'm representing right now. In the tournament, I'll be RK DerekG. So we'll have to see after the tournament if I stick with them, if I work with them, become their official streamer person. I don't know. We'll see. But there's a good chance that I'll be working with them in some capacity, or maybe we'll make a DG clan eventually, and we'll have tryouts and do that. We'll have fun. What was your occupation before YouTube? It's still my occupation. I buy and sell electronics. So I refurbish electronics that are broken, give them new life, and then sell them again. So that's what I do. And that's what I also do. I tend to work, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. But I enjoy this. So this doesn't really feel like work to me. But I still do that too. So maybe eventually I'll be able to just do YouTube, and that would be amazing. But right now we're honestly still pretty far away from that. So yeah, but that's what I do. I refurbish electronics, and that's where a lot of these things came from. So the lights, for example, in the room tour, the RAID array that you might hear clicking every once in a while, the speakers, the router, the monitors, all that stuff was stuff that I fixed pretty much, or bought at an auction or whatever. So almost all this stuff I got pretty cheap because I know how to fix it. So that's what I do. That's what I've done before YouTube for the past few years now. How tough was it to start a YouTube channel and come to this level? Was it worth all the effort? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? That's a lot of questions. And I think I think we'll end it there. So I'll answer this question, and then I think we'll end it there. It's a good last question, I feel, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. How tough was it to start a YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel back in 2008. I did not, which was very early, honestly, on YouTube. I was a partner super early on, but I never created any videos and didn't do anything with it. So yeah, there's a fail, right? I mean, I was one of the original, not original, like that was 2006, I think. But I was pretty early in the process for YouTube, and I could have probably done anything like a puppy vlogging channel or something, and it would have done well because there wasn't that much content on YouTube at the time. But I never did it. Just never really had the drive to make videos back then. And yeah, so, and then like I said, for 5 or 6 years, I uploaded a video every few months. I still have most of them up there. I didn't make any of them private or anything, so most of them are still up there. The old main bell at Penn State was stuck at midnight, kept chiming. Everybody was going crazy one night. I think that was my first video. Just to silly video, made some videos about ducks, and I don't even know. But yeah, so that's how it started. How tough was it to start a channel that's really getting a lot of views? You need a lot of hours to dedicate to it, honestly. A lot of hours every day. Because you guys expect videos, and I don't want to let you down. So that's why I do try to do at least 1 to 2 videos a day. Sometimes we do 3 around update time, and that takes a lot of hours a day to do. So again, I don't, it's like 30 minutes of the stream, and it doesn't feel like 30 minutes to me. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So I don't know, I enjoy it, but definitely you need a lot of time, and you just also need to get comfortable with it. Like, I mean, this is, at this point, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's pretty easy to like talk to you guys and just be like, hey, let's talk about PUBG Mobile, because we've got Erangel and Miramar and Sonic and all this fun stuff, and you learn the game so well that it doesn't really feel like work, where you're like stretching for like, what was that thing, the AKM with the 7 things, and it's like it like I said, I don't know, it sounds dumb, but like it becomes second nature almost, and that makes it a lot easier. And that's why initially with streaming it was really tough, and you could hear that in my voice even. I was like, gosh, this is frustrating. I don't have enough mods. I don't have, and a lot of that is just getting familiar with the setup. Like OBS, this took me, I don't know, 6, 7. Mr. Delightful can attest, because he was on the test stream for like 50 minutes helping me figure out like what color my face should be, and like getting all the lighting stuff right and whatever. So like, I don't know what this has been today, probably 8 to 10 hours, I don't know, at least 6, setting up all this, but I feel like it's worth it. So was it worth all the effort? Definitely. I mean, I kind of started YouTube just to make a difference, because a lot of what I do, this is kind of like the real talk at the end. So for anybody who's still watching, congratulations. Anybody who skipped to the end, watch the rest of it too, because there's some funny stuff in there, right? I think. But the real talk is that I wasn't getting a lot of satisfaction with what I normally did. Fixing electronics, selling them online. You only hear from people if they have a problem. Generally, when something works, they're happy, and that's it. Sometimes you get positive feedback. Sometimes you don't hear anything. So you put the time and the effort and the money into fixing something, you sell it, and that's it. You don't really you never meet the people you sell it to, and that's why this is different. I feel like even though I'm talking to a camera in a bedroom that's now an office, that's now kind of a studio, even though I'm doing this, I feel like there's a connection there with people who I play PUBG Mobile with or cast. When I say Weed, because Weed is, he's a member of the channel of the DerekG fam, and he is in most of the custom games. So because of that, so whenever I say that and stuff, like it's fun. It's fun to get to know people like Philly and Jess and Delightful and people from RK. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to just like start calling out people's names, but it's a lot of fun, and it feels like a sense of community, and it's nice to know that those videos that I put up help people occasionally. I mean, that gives me a lot of satisfaction, and it really makes me feel fulfilled in why I'm doing this. So I put up a video like, oh, how to climb up this hill faster, or whatever, and like hearing your guys' comments like, wow, that's really helped me, or the people who have messaged me in Discord, as you can see, all the DMs is literally like last like 30 minutes to an hour, but basically everybody who says like, hey, thanks for the videos, I really appreciate them, I enjoy watching them, that's really cool, and I really appreciate that, and that gives me fulfillment in spending the time to do the videos. So that's why I want to do more. So where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? I have no clue. I have honest answer, I have no clue. Hopefully this and PUBG Mobile and all this becomes something eventually even more than it is now, where I'll have opportunities to travel and be able to cast some of the global tournaments and become somebody who's pretty well known in wanting to do that sort of thing. And I don't know, maybe I'll be playing on a team. I'm pretty old though. I'm 28, which isn't, obviously it's not that old, but it's pretty old in the world of competitive gaming. Like, people who are younger typically have better reaction time, and they just get to know the games better, and they can spend more time because they don't have other real life, as much real life stuff right now as like bills and all this other stuff you have to worry about when you're an adult. But I don't know, 2 years from now, I think that PUBG Mobile will either be huge and there will be a huge competitive scene for it, and I hope to be part of that, hopefully commentating it, because that's really where my passion is, in just commentating the games, doing the streams, that sort of thing. Or maybe I'll have moved on to other games. Maybe I'll be I hopefully will still be doing YouTube in some capacity. Hopefully YouTube will still be around, and Twitch and all those. Obviously they're still growing very quickly, so I don't know, 2 years from now, hopefully we're at 1 million subs. Again, if you're watching this, you're like, who the heck is this crazy guy who's talking to the camera? My name's DerekG, and definitely consider subscribing for PUBG mobile content. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully at 1 million. 2 years from now, I think we can do that. I mean, obviously, first 100,000 took about 6 months. It's not going to be easy, but it's a challenge. Powerbang is going to get to 1 million probably, I don't know, January or February is my bet. Because I think it's going to increase like as time goes on, just because the game's going to get more exposure, more people are going to watch it and all that. So I don't know. I think 2 years from now, hopefully I'll be doing YouTube full time. Hopefully I'll have some cool opportunities to meet some of you guys, cast some cool tournaments, travel the world a bit, and who knows. So again, let's do the intro with my face. Let's go ahead and go to the me camera, make it a little bit bigger. My name is DerekG. Thank you so much for joining me for this 37-minute video of question and answers and face reveal and all that stuff. So again, thank you for watching. I better just do the outro like in its entirety, otherwise I'm gonna mess it up. So here we go. Hey, wait, nope, that's the intro. All right, wait, we can do this. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely, that's not even right, consider subscribing if you haven't already. I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in my Discord server, which is right over here. I'll leave a link in the video description down below, hopefully. And yeah, so we don't even need an outro. You know why? Because this is part 1, and I'm going to be getting to more of your questions in part 2. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video soon.